Hi, I'm Clint Arthur. I'm the president of 5 Star Butter Company, and in this video, I'm going to talk about yuck, stink, and burn. I'm going to talk about how some of my clients have totally destroyed my butter and what I've done to rectify the situation and how you can avoid needless destruction of your world-class butter from 5 Star Butter Company. My favorite story is one morning I get a call early in the morning from my good friend Philippe Rispoli. He was then executive chef at the Daniel Boulou Brasserie at the Wynn Las Vegas Resort. And my phone is ringing. I wake up early in the morning and he goes, "Bill Clinton, the fucking butter, it smells like cheese. It tastes like fucking cheese." I'm like, "What, chef? What are you talking about?" "Clinton, the butter, it tastes like fucking cheese." I'm like, "What are you talking about, chef?" He's like, "I'm fucking telling you, it tastes like fucking cheese." So obviously our butter is supposed to taste like lavish, clean tasting creaminess. It's not supposed to have anything to do with cheese. So I go into the Wynn Las Vegas Resort and I say, "Okay, show me where you're keeping the butter." And he takes me over to their bread and butter station. Man, that place, the Daniel Boulou Brasserie, they had an unbelievable bread and butter preparation station. I mean, they really emphasized it, as well they should. And I go over there and he shows me this little refrigerator, like a little wine refrigerator. And it was like a little Tralson refrigerator under counter. And he opens it up and there's all these packages of the butter in there. And I'm like, okay, good. And I go, I'm just going to do a little investigation. So I sit there and I just watch as they start preparation for the day's lunch service. And sure enough, I see a busboy go over there and he prepares some cheese on a platter and he puts the platter in the little Tralson under counter refrigerator. And I go in immediately and I get Philippe and I open up the door to the little Tralson. I see, "You see why your butter smells like cheese? You cannot contaminate the butter with odors or other foods, okay? Butter is a very sensitive and delicate product. That's why we use state-of-the-art modified atmosphere packaging for our unwrapped certified organic portion control butter pieces." So what we do is we put the butter in a tray, and the tray is then sealed with a clear film, and it is flushed with nitrogen gas, and that nitrogen gas removes the oxygen and protects the butter against oxidation and odor contamination from anything that may be in the refrigerator. But once you open that clear foil, you no longer have protection. None. Okay, so if you're going to open up one of our portion control butter packages, then you are going to be exposing the butter to oxidation and odor contamination. So I suggest that you try to use up the package immediately. That would be the best. So for example, in one of our 480.75 SS cases, those are 480 pieces. Each one is 3/4 of an ounce with sea salt. And there are 6 trays of 80 pieces each. So you know that if you've got a restaurant with 100 seats and you've got like 2 turns, that you're going to need 2 or 3 of those trays for that service. And hopefully you're going to use it up. But if you have butter left over at the end of the day, you have to instruct the staff who's going to be in charge of the butter that they need to either put it back in the refrigerator and not put anything else in that refrigerator. Like for example, at Picasso Restaurant at Bellagio, they have one little Tralson under counter that all it does is it holds the butter. That's it. They have a commitment to that butter, as well they should, because it's a world-class product that starts out every single meal and every single tasting experience at the highest possible level as far as taste, flavor, texture, flavor profile, presentation. It's all going to be world-class. It's been world-class for them for going on 9 years now that we've been working with them, serving the same product out of that same refrigerator with nothing else in it. and it's been an awesome experience. And if you want to have that same awesome experience for your diners and for your guests, you need to protect that butter and make sure that no foreign objects are going in that refrigerator, because any cheese that you put in there, any onions, any kind of if you put flowers in there, if you put anything in that refrigerator, that odor is going to contaminate the butter. So if you can, put it in its own refrigerator. And ideally, if there's an unfinished package of butter, you're going to wrap it up in some saran wrap or some kind of a clear foil to protect the butter against odors and contamination. All right? There's many stories, okay? There are many stories, and your portion control butter can be damaged or irreparably harmed by anything that you do to it, besides our recommended plating technique of taking it out of the freezer, slacking it in the refrigerator overnight, and then plating it while it's still hard. That's what we recommend, and we recommend that you use up each container every time you open it. All right, well, if you have any questions, if you got any stories about how your butter has been ruined, I would love to hear it. Not that I want butter to be ruined, but food stories are always fun. And I hope you enjoyed this one. And I thank you for reading the Iron Chef's Guide to Portion Control Butter. And I hope you enjoy the rest of it and the rest of these videos. Thanks.